Hello students, today I'm going to explain you chapter 15 of class 5th. The name of the chapter is How Medical Science Help Us. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Okay, so how medical science help us? So medical science definitely help us in so many ways. I'm sure you are aware about the ideology of previous time peoples that they did not have medicines and good hospitals, so they died very early. Okay, they did not have a very long life because they were not aware about good hospitals and about the treatments. They believe that it is the curse of god that they died. Okay, but today we are more aware about the medical science, and we have made a lot of instruments through which uh, we are able to cure many kind of diseases which led to death in previous times. Okay, we know that diseases are caused by germs and can be treated with the help of doctors, medicines, and modern tools. Now we eat better, take care of ourselves, and with hospitals and went hospitals when we are sick. So this is the very basic role of medical life. Okay, because we are aware now that how to treat ourselves, how to take care of our body, and how to live long life. Clear? Nowadays, medical science deals with the treatment of diseases. By observation and experiments, man has invented many instruments and machines which help in fighting diseases. We can now live longer and lead a healthier life, okay, which previous times people were not able to live like this. Okay, let's learn how man's progress in the field of medical science which has led to long and healthy life. Okay, so first, what are the inventions what the human peoples have done? So first invention, we have a thermometer. Thermometer is very widely used to measure the temperature of the body. Okay, thermometer is used to measure the temperature of human body. There is a mercury which goes higher with the heat. Okay, so let me tell you that mercury is a metal. Okay, only metal. This is only liquid metal. Okay, all other metals we have are solid gases. Okay, but only all solid and gases, but mercury is the only liquid metal we have available. Okay, and that's why we have used mercury thermometer. Okay, it has a scale. It marks showing the Fahrenheit heat scale. Okay, so it marked, so you can see that it is marking the degree Fahrenheit. Okay, it is marking the Fahrenheit scale here. And it's not necessary that on Fahrenheit also we can measure the temperature. We can convert it into Celsius and another unit as per our need. Okay, so why this is measured Fahrenheit? Because it was invented by Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit in 1715. So on his name, this name was established. Okay, so generally marked from 95 degree to 110 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, 98.4 degree Fahrenheit is taken to be normal temperature to the human bodies. It is somewhat higher, it brings to possibility of fever. Okay, that means the fever, if more than 98.4 degree Fahrenheit, then it is considered the possibility of fever. Okay, now we have stethoscopes. So stethoscope is a device which is used to know the problems in lungs and heart by hearing the sounds of it. Okay, it is a device that doctors use to hear the sounds of the heart and lungs. Okay, it helps them to understand if the hearts and lungs are working properly or not. Clear? The stethoscope was invented by Ren Lesser in around 1819. Okay, Ren Lennick. Okay, so he how he invented this? So he saw that the children are playing with a log of wood. Okay, while one is whispering and the other is hearing the voice. Okay, with the other end of the log. So this is how this stuck into his idea that how we can transfer a voice into another's ears. Okay, with more voice. Okay, so this gave him an idea. He rolled a newspaper and tried to listen the heartbeats of a patient. Okay, and with later he came to realize that he could also listen to the sound of air passed by the lungs more clearly with this idea. Okay, so all the findings led to the inventions of the stethoscope. Okay, with the help of stethoscopes, many diseases are possible to cure them. Okay, because we are now able to understand what kind of problem is having in lungs and heart by hearing the sounds of it. Okay, so this is also one of the important discovery. Next, we have microscope. So this is small. This is used to maximize the small objects. Okay, that makes very small object looks bigger. Okay, the microscope was not invented by any one person. Okay, this is a gradual discovery by one person to another. Once the owner of an optician shop in Holland happened to look a fly through two lenses. Okay, he faced that when a fly was passed between through the two lenses, then its image automatically looking visible. Okay, this you can do in your home as well. Take a glass, okay, and when you will see a normal object and behind and through the lens, then the image through lens will be maximize the normal object. Okay, so he was surprised to see that how big the fly looked. Okay, so he was used his observation to invent the flea glass, which could magnify things. Okay, the flea glass became very popular in Europe at that time, and Galileo learned about his inventions and improved on it. That means first, the flea glass was invented to magnify the things, and later Galileo improved this invention. He used two lenses to make an early version of the microscope. As you can see, lenses are used in this microscope. Okay, there are two kinds of microscope. One is small and one for large, for to see atoms, molecules. Okay, so this is not a part of this chapter, but yes, a basic understanding you would have that there are different kinds of atmosphere, but the purpose is to magnify a small object. Okay, he used two lenses to make an early version of the microscope. Over the years, the microscope kept improving. Okay, that means gradually improvements were that means scientists improved gradually in microscope. It was an important invention for the fight against diseases. This is literally an important diseases invention, because this is an instrument through which you can magnify the things. Okay, you can magnify so many atoms. Okay, this led to the discovery of many atoms, molecules. Okay, this discovered a lot of things with the help of microscope. Okay, next we have X-ray machine. Okay, so again, this played a very major role in the field of medical science. This machine helped the doctors to find out the conditions of almost everything inside the bodies. Okay, so X-ray, what X-ray actually do, it X-ray help us to see each and every part of the bone. Okay, basically it helps to see the structure of bone. Okay, when any person led to any fracture or bone injury, then usually X-ray machines are used in such case, so that a doctor is able to see each and every part of the bones, that where exactly the injured person are having injured. Okay, X-ray machines was invented by W.K. Roentgen. Okay, he invented this. He was from January and he invented it in 1895. The discovery of X-ray machine has brought a revolution to the world of medical science. Okay, because it opened the mystery of many things. This has made the proper treatment of many diseases possible. Apart from these, the CAT scan, the ultrasound, the laser beams have greatly helped the doctors in their quest for a better life, and man is continuing the progress by each passing days. Okay, so definitely we are progressing by each passing days. Okay, now we have discovery of new medicines. A few centuries ago, due to superstitions, and many people consulted witch doctors as magicians, as they believed diseases were due to curse of God. Okay, so this was superstitious beliefs of previous peoples. Okay, however, some of more intelligent one used various herbs to cure disease. I'm sure you would have seen in movies and read in books that earlier times we tried to cure the people through natural ways. Okay, through natural herbs, through natural plants and all. Okay, these were the ideology of some intelligent peoples. But day by day, new and better medicines were discovered. Except these instruments and machines. Okay, that means except the instruments and machines which we have learned above. Okay, and there are also many other instruments. Also, many other medicines were discovered by the scientists, such as quinine, DDT, Dettol, Savlon, antibiotic medicines, penicillin, tetracycline, etc. All the medicines are boon to rich health of a man. Okay, that means all these medicines help a lot to make a person healthy. Quinine is very useful to cure malaria. That means quinine helps to cure malaria disease, and DDT stops breeding of mosquitoes. Okay, Dr. James Simpson of Britain discovered chloroform in 1847. It became very useful anesthetic in making a patient unconscious life for the required time, as long as the surgery is being performed. Okay, so definitely when surgery happens, a lot of pain, and many times patient became scared with this and do not able to cooperate with the doctor. So this in such times the doctors usually give chloroform, which is a CCl3, to the patient, so that the patient become unconscious and doctor is able to do the surgery properly. Okay, it is the best pain killing medicine which helped a lot in relieving bearable pain in any part of her body. Okay, so this really helped a lot. Alexander Fleming of Britain discovered penicillin in. It is an antibiotic drug. It is useful in curing the various diseases caused by bacteria. Okay, streptomycin is very important for the tuberculosis patient. Okay, so these are some uses of it. Okay, tuberculosis is what? Tuberculosis is a a kind of problem in lungs. Okay, with in airborne parts. Okay, Joseph Lister, a Scottish surgeon, discovered antiseptic chemical which could be used to kill germs. Okay, so everyone has their own purposes. No any other chance. You have to memorize all these. Okay, Louis Pasteur of France found that many diseases spread throughout several germs. Okay, that means due to germs which are present in milk and many other parts. This is a main cause of diseases. So he discovered that most of the germs got killed at very high temperature. Okay, due to high temperature, germs usually got killed. The technique involved heating the milk to 72 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, followed by rapid cooling to below 10 degrees Celsius. This technique is called pasteurization after the name of Louis Pasteur. Okay, so with his name Louis Pasteur, pasteurization technique was followed. Edward Jenner of Britain discovered the science of vaccination. He discovered an anti-smallpox vaccine in a very strange way. Okay, Dr. Jenner's discovery encouraged scientists to develop several other vaccines to prevent many fatal diseases like cholera, polio, tetanus, yellow fever, diphtheria, typhoid, whooping cough, tuberculosis, etc. So these are some diseases. You don't have to read a lot about it. Just just read the names of it. Okay. Basic health here, we have learned how medicines cure diseases. Okay, we have learned how medicines play a crucial role for to maintain a person's healthy and long life. Okay, but what if make preventive measures so as to keep off at least some of them? There are very simple measures which are cheap and effective also. The first way is to keep ourselves and our surroundings clean. Okay, that means why these factors are given. Everyone not have money to afford fees of high doctors. Okay, top hospitals. Okay, and apart from this, medicines are not as much good as much you fit healthy by your own by your own good things, good habits. Okay, so such measures are advised to measure so that you don't need to take medicines and any other treatment. So the first way is to keep ourselves and our surroundings clean. Okay, when your surroundings clean and when you will clean, then germs and bacteria will be away from you, and this is how you will be able to protect yourself. The second way is to eat good nutritious foods which would help our body to fight with diseases. Okay, good nutritious foods help us to build WBC, white blood cells, and help us to fight with diseases like bacteria. Regular exercise to a great extent keeps the disease away. Okay, exercise is a good way which helps to keep the diseases away by making the body fit and healthy. Okay, clean and safe drinking water is must. Okay, clean and safe drinking water is must. Okay, water really hydrates our body and help to make our body more strong to fight against the diseases, and definitely we have to drink clean water. Okay, so that no extra germs are entered through the water inside our body. Clear? Next, we have proper drainage system and a good disposal system are most essential. Proper drainage system and a good disposal system. Okay, you have to separate the dust and the garbage of. Okay, that means make the good disposal system good around you. Okay, primary health services like hospitals and dispensaries should be set up. Okay, this is how if any injury happens to you, then with the help of this, you are able to capture it in a previous stage, not high level stage it will reach. Okay, so this was all about in this chapter where we studied about the importance of medical science and how we are able to protect ourselves in such situations. I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.